Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's mindfulness meditation. This is the first in a 4-week series. My name is Gail Tamarchio, and I'm the Director of Wellness Initiatives for Friends Life Care. And we are thrilled that you're joining us today. I think we are all in these given these stressful times, we are all ready for a little bit of relaxation and stress relief. So Cindy Flores, who is a licensed professional counselor and a trained mindfulness teacher, she was trained at Jefferson University, and she has been teaching mindfulness for over 12 years. So she is very excited to be with us today and to share what she has to say. And we thought meditating in a group would be a really nice experience. If you want to see the other people meditating, you can set your screen to gallery view and you can see everyone, because they have done research and it really is even more powerful when you're meditating with the group. So if you want to put on gallery view, you can do that. If you want to have your camera on, you can do that. If you'd rather have your camera off, whatever's best for you, you make the choice. But without any further ado, Cindy, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Gail. It's a pleasure to be with all of you today. This is my passion, and I also know the value of meditating. And as Gail mentioned, not only meditating individually, but there is even more energy and synchronicity that occurs in a group. So thank you all for participating and actually helping this meditation be even more powerful than it would be if we all did it individually. These have been really stressful months for all of us. We've all been impacted by change and uncertainty. And what happens often in times like these, immune system, our nervous system is in fight or flight all the time. And that can be very detrimental to our well-being, physically and emotionally. And definitely our immune system lowers when we're in that state. So our intention for today and the next 3 Tuesdays, the intention is to hold space, to be in the present moment. Because in the present moment is where our nervous system can regulate, where we can center and ground ourselves, because life does hold challenges and we can't prevent them, but we can fortify how we deal with those circumstances. So I don't know if you are avid meditators that meditate every day, or if you're brand new to this. So not knowing that, I'm going to start with a basic sitting meditation today and just kind of go through just the basics. And yet those who meditate daily will still have the same benefit through this as if we did something maybe a little bit more integral. Because we want to leave you in that state, that alpha state, we will end this time together at the end of the meditation. We won't come back into what we're called beta, which is where we are talking and listening now. So when I end the meditation, that will be the end of the session for today. To help your meditation, there are certain things that you can do to actually fortify and also help you get into that space. One, if you are sitting, it is best to sit erect so that your spine is erect rather than slouching. If you're choosing to lay on a bed, that's fine, because your spine is still erect, it's not bent. However, it is best to sit erect with your feet on the floor if you're sitting, and to have your shoulders in a gentle and open position. For the breath, and that's where we're focusing today, for the breath, it should be deep. In other words, when you take a deep breath in, the belly should go out just a little bit. And then when you exhale, it will go back into position. We call that diaphragmatic breathing, and it will help your nervous system just by doing that and nothing else. You can actually have benefit. And as I was preparing for today and holding this intention, I was thinking how the last 4 months, so much has been about the breath. If you think about it, whether you're thinking about COVID or whether you're thinking about the social unrest, hasn't the focus been on the ability to breathe? And so you can hold a place of gratitude as you're here today, that you have the breath, that the breath supports you, whether you're thinking about it or not. But we're going to take the next few minutes of meditation to really focus on the breath and allow our nervous systems to settle. So I invite you now to close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, or just divert them down so you're not distracted by the screen or anything going on around you. And take a deep breath in, allowing the belly to protrude out as your lungs fill. And then slowly let the air out. And continue practicing breathing this way. We don't tend to breathe this way in normal situations, though it would be healthy to do so. Just allow yourself to settle through the breath. In meditation, we call the breath the anchor. And through this time together, if you find that you shift into thought or emotion that is not necessarily with this meditation, just gently bring yourself back to the breath. It allows you to be in the present moment. And in the present moment, there's peace, there's tranquility. You're allowing your nervous system to settle. I invite you on the next in-breath to notice what it feels like when you put your attention on the lungs expanding. The gentle expansion of the rib cage as your lungs expand. And the contraction as the lungs release the air. Perhaps shifting awareness now to the sensation of the air as it enters your nose or your mouth. And then as it leaves. Just allowing yourself to follow the breath, riding the waves of the breath. Perhaps holding the intention of nourishing your body with the next in-breath and cleansing with the out-breath. Perhaps having the awareness of your contact with the floor, if you're sitting, feeling the support of the floor beneath you, or the support of the chair, or whatever you're sitting upon, feeling that support in this moment. As you continue to breathe in a way that is healthy and brings us back to our natural homeostasis. And if you notice that your mind is drifting off into thought, You can have the image of placing that thought on a cloud and watching the thought drift away and gently bringing yourself back to the focus of the breath, back to the anchor. An important factor of mindfulness is being able to do so without judgment or criticism of yourself, because our minds are always active, are always ready to hijack us. So if you notice that it's trying to hijack your thoughts, just notice and bring it back. This is a state of well-being, the alpha state of mind. I encourage you to do this several times through the day for a couple minutes. It boosts the immune system and it allows us to deal with whatever is present. We call this a practice because we are practicing to be able to be in this state of mind even when life presents challenges. Just notice for the next minute how it feels to just be present for your breath. If it feels right for you, offering gratitude that the breath will support you, whether you focus on it or not. And as we prepare to bring this meditation to a close, I invite you to join us next week at 10 o'clock for a different meditation. And if you find you are currently in a state of mind where you would like to continue your meditation after we end the session, feel free to do so. However, for those of you who feel that this should be the conclusion for you today, I invite you to start to wiggle your fingers and toes, to bring your awareness back to being here in the present moment, wherever you are, to open your eyes when it feels appropriate to do so. Thank you for joining me in this group meditation today. Take care.